Welcome to BrizoConsol Academy. Today, we'll talk about how to configure and review the Currency Translation Adjustment. CTA is managed from Adjustments, then CTA. This brings you straight to the Reconcile Verify screen, where you can review the CTA journals BrizoConsol generates each period. Before we look at the journals, let's configure CTA for an entity. Click Settings. This lists every entity in the group, with Show Inactive checked so we can see all of them. Only one of 8 entities has CTA enabled. For every entity where the functional currency matches the presentation currency, the CTA toggle is grayed out and disabled. There's no translation happening, so there's nothing for CTA to capture. Demo Sales Company is the one foreign subsidiary, SGD functional currency against a USD presentation currency, which is why its CTA toggle is active and switched on. CTA is calculated and posted automatically every period, and it's used only for consolidated financial statements. It never touches the entity's own books. Click into Demo Sales Company to configure it. The Equity Historical Rates tab is where you set the rate for each equity account. This is the concept we covered earlier, where equity items use the historical rate rather than the closing or average rate. Each row shows the movement amount, the historical rate applied, and the translated figure. Source shows system, meaning BrizoConsol applies the rate automatically. If an account is actually P&L related rather than a true equity movement, you can toggle that off here to exclude it from historical rate treatment. The Retained Earnings by Year tab handles the other historical rate component, opening retained earnings for each year. Each year's opening balance is translated at the rate in effect for that year, which is why you see different rates across 2024 through 2027. Rates default from yearly averages, and you can override any of them if needed. With the configuration in place, return to Reconcile Verify CTA to see the result. This screen shows the journals BrizoConsol has generated automatically. Here, a single balanced auto CTA journal for May 2026, debiting and crediting 10,179.27 with no difference. Expanding the entry shows exactly which accounts were affected: share capital, revaluation reserve, hedging reserve, FVOCI reserve, and retained earnings, each posting to the translation reserve as the offsetting CTA account. Below the auto journals, you'd also see any manual CTA journals if you'd posted a manual override using the CTA journal type from Module 2.3. This is how you trace every component of your CTA balance back to the specific equity account and rate that produced it. In the next module, we'll look at NCI.